There are two specific ways gang stalking is meant to destroy you. The first way is psychologically, to mentally terrorize you, to emotionally destroy you. And the second way is to ruin you publicly, humiliate you, embarrass you, tarnish your reputation. Now, for me, I truly believe being gang stalked, yeah, you're being targeted. Yeah, you're being victimized. But being gang stalked is way more serious than that. It's almost like having a crime group or assassins or stalkers actually assigned to your life. Do you see what I'm saying? They're being it's like their life's purpose is to destroy your life purpose, to to uh to to permanently torture you. That's exactly what being gang stalked feels like to me. I feel like it's a personal agenda. A group of people agree to, and they live their lives to torture you. That's exactly how I feel about it. Now, the reason why I understand that the two specific ways that gang stalking is meant to destroy you is because it's already been done before. These people have already tried, multiple tactics against me, and I've been making great notes about it. Yes, I journal. Yes, I do. I will admit that, and I have no shame in it. For me, I want to be able to log, report, and document, record everything as much as possible. Because you have to remember, this is your life. This is your life. Your existence is being tampered with. Don't you get that? Being gang stalked is not just about a group of people that they're interested in you and they find you mysterious and so they stalk and harass you to find out everything about you. No, it's meant to destroy you permanently. Don't you get it? Now, the psychological tactic to terrorize you is meant to break you down mentally and emotionally. It's meant to drive you crazy, insane, psychotic. Yes. Gang stalkers try to, scare you. They try to intimidate you, make you fear them. It's so many of them that you have to give in. You have to sell your soul. You have to give up your identity to try to fit in. That's what they're trying to do. And it doesn't work exactly. What one thing about gang stalkers is that they forget that you're a grown ass man. You're a grown ass woman, which means you're mature. So it doesn't matter if one person is savvy enough and has so much charisma and finesse that they can manipulate you into becoming insecure and questioning yourself. It's not about a group of people having enough power over you to force you to question who you are. Like I said, you're grown. You mature. So any weaknesses you have, any triggers you have, you're dealing with it. You're on a journey to healing yourself. So a group of people can't force you to become insecure about some shit that they think you should be insecure about. How you gonna check me about me? You see what I'm saying? So when they try to psychologically terrorize you, you're grown enough and you're mature enough to know that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, get out my face. So I don't care how many of it is. I don't care how. I don't. You know what? You can be gang stalked at work, in your community, in your family, simultaneously, all at the same time. And yes, I'm speaking from experience. And you still can win. Like I said, you know who you are and who you are not. So a group of people cannot convince you to conform to some shit you're not trying to conform to. Period. That, I mean, it is what it is. And that's the wall that gang stalkers run into, because psychologically they just can't break you down. Now, trying to ruin you publicly, and gossip and lies and rumors and smear campaigns about you, to ruin your reputation. Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it can be. It can drive you a little defensive at times. But what happens when you truly don't give a fuck? What happens when you hear some shit about yourself that makes no sense? What happens when you're not even in the mood to defend yourself? You just don't care. What happens when you're not engaged in trying to prove yourself to people you don't even know? Well, what happens is they end up looking like they're fighting with themselves. They're trying to bait you into defending yourself and engaging in the gossip, and trying to prove something. It doesn't work. Again, like I said, you're grown, you're mature. So when you're not trying to when you're not baited into being triggered, shamed, or guilted into participating, these gang stalkers look a little obsessed, because we see you, we hear you talking about them, but we don't see them being bothered by you. So who's really doing all the drama and bullshit and chaos? Who's really initiating all this bullshit, right? And so that's how gang stalkers really do, run into a wall. They really do embarrass themselves, because they can't psychologically terrorize you, and they can't ruin you publicly, because you're grown, you're mature, and you know who you are.